This is the Unbreakable Golfers podcast, where we're shining a light on your pain and weakness and how it is affecting your positions, your power, and your performance on the golf course.
Okay, what type of fuel source are you? Right, so think of it this way. The idea is you've got 4 potential fuel types when it comes to hitting a golf ball, when it comes to the amount of power that you can generate based on your body and what you've done over the years. So you have rocket fuel, jet fuel, gasoline, and diesel. Yeah? So these type of fuel sources will be based around what you did as a kid. So if you wanted to get more powerful, then we would give you a rough idea, say, okay, what did you do from sort of 5 to 21? Like what type of sports did you do? What type of physical activity did you do? Now this is based around, so if anyone's gone in through sort of any of the TPI junior courses or in a program that works around long-term athletic development, you will see that there's certain windows. There's windows that kids will hit for speed and power. So these sort of 2 speed windows are sort of, one is sort of pre-puberty and one is sort of when you're really having that growth spurt. So around those times, if you was doing some type of sport, then you would hit sort of speed window 1, like as a younger age. Then if you're doing another sport when you're going through the growth spurt, again, you're hitting speed window 2. This is the thought around it. So you hit these 2 speed windows when you're young, and then after that, once you sort of get sort of that little bit older, but again, this is pre sort of age 21, something like that. If you do some type of strength, so your actually body's getting used to strength while you're growing and then you do something that involves power, then what the idea is that you will have rocket fuel, and you'll always have rocket fuel. You just have to retrain it. So you will have a certain amount of power that you developed in those younger years, and that means you'll have rocket fuel. So this is kind of like the former athlete, was really good, done all sports up to a certain age, then went into work and then just worked for sort of 20 years, didn't do anything, and then decided to get back into sport. This person has access to rocket fuel. You just need to literally get to it. Now, the other idea is like if you was to have jet fuel that, say, for instance, you missed the first window. You missed the first sort of speed window. You didn't really do anything that was based around speed when you was really young. When you was a teenager and you hit puberty, and then you do some type of strength and power as you're coming towards the age 21. So now you'll have something that'll be jet fuel. Now you're still going to be an athlete. You're not going to be as powerful as someone that had done that work at a young age, but you will still be a very powerful athlete and have access to jet fuel. So then you got the third type of person, say you didn't do anything from a young age, pre-puberty, anything like that that's involved in speed, but you do some sort of exercise once you're sort of still in school and sort of just coming out of school, and you work on some type of strength or some type of power, then you would say, right, you're someone that's got gas fuel. And obviously someone like that, you're never going to be as fast as the jet and the rocket people, but you're still going to be pretty good and still be fast. Now you've got the final window, which you've got the diesel fuel. So you didn't do anything till you was old. So basically from this, you're talking about old would be 22 years old as far as these junior programs are concerned. So you didn't do anything that involved speed around speed windows. You didn't do anything for strength pre-21 years old. You didn't do anything in power. Now, unfortunately, you are a diesel engine. The only problem with this person is that you could try very hard to turn a diesel engine into a rocket fuel or a rocket, but eventually someone's going to get injured. Now, so someone like that, you really need to focus on technique and club fitting more than anything else. But it doesn't mean that the fitness isn't going to help you, because obviously you still need to be able to control how fast you swing a club. You still need to be able to control playing as often as you want to play. So the fitness is there, but your fitness and your structure would be based around not getting injured and maximising what you have, rather than becoming a rocket or a jet fuel type person. So above all else, what you want to do is you want to try and work out, what did you do pre-21 years old? What type of sports did you do? Just list them in your head and you can try and work out. If you done something when you was young that involved speed, you done something in around puberty time, around that involved speed, and then after that, if you've done strength and power up to the age of 21, guess what? You have the ability to have rocket fuel. If you missed the first window, then we're going to think as though you're going to be jet. If you didn't do anything, but you only got 2 out of 4 and you work, then we can get you as someone that's going to be like a gas engine. But unfortunately, if you're someone that didn't do anything you didn't start doing anything until sort of 22 years old or anything like that, you're going to be a diesel engine. But more importantly, you need to be focusing on not getting injured because you haven't built the foundations before. Now, right now, if you go to the link that I put in the bottom, there is a free 7-day, 7 yards challenge for anyone that's over 40. Sounds as though it can't be done. It's actually very, very easy because most people over 40, there's a huge drop off in power at age 42, and you're going to lose roughly around 10 yards per decade. And obviously this goes across all handicaps, and obviously the higher your handicap, the lower your distance will be. The lower your handicap, the higher your distance will be. That's bound to technique and a lot of other things that are involved there. So if you want that, go to the link that's in the show notes, or go to unbreakablegolfers.com and find your way down through to that challenge. Good luck.
For more information on golf performance, by increasing your power, by getting in better positions, by working on your body and mind, go to unbreakablegolfers.com and sign up to the free asset.